By the time that North Vietnamese tanks crashed through the gates of the presidential palace in Saigon back on April 30th, 1975, the conflict's body count was staggering. Nearly 60,000 American troops had died, a horror in its own right. As many as 2 million Vietnamese civilians perished, along with 1.3 million Vietnamese soldiers, the majority hailing from the North Vietnamese side. The country was united. It was also, of course, in ruins. Over the next 2 decades, things stayed dark. The communist government implemented a Soviet-style, centrally planned economy. Vietnam suffered mightily from economic mismanagement, food shortages, international isolation. The costly occupation of Cambodia from 1978 to 1989 deepened Vietnam's pariah status. Then the Berlin Wall fell, and with it, Vietnam's main backer. And that's where things got interesting, because it had long been communist Soviet Union, much more than communist China, that supported Vietnam. In fact, Vietnam had been resisting Chinese domination for over 1,000 years. They even briefly clashed with their northern neighbor back in 1979. So with the fall of the Soviets, Vietnam had little choice but to turn to its not-so-old enemy, the United States, for economic and political support. And, long story short, once President Clinton authorized the opening of trade and tourism with Vietnam in 1997, the country experienced an economic boom that continues to this day. In the past 20 years, Vietnam has fully integrated into the global economy, signing bilateral trade deals with the United States back in 2001 and the World Trade Organization in 2007. Vietnam's become one of the fastest-growing markets in Asia, one of the most stable governments in the region. Check the tag on your shirt. Chances are decent you'll see Made in Vietnam instead of Made in China.